Kristal Wick here with Artbeads Cafe, and I have Katie Hacker.
Hi, Kristal. Hi, Artbeads Cafe.
We love having you.
Thanks for having me. It's so fun to be here.
Can you just move in and we could just do this all the time?
It would be fun.
I know, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. We could be neighbors.
We could. Well, today, let's be neighbors and play with...
Sounds good.
Something new.
Yes, this is a brand new, award-winning.
Award-winning?
Yes, 3D bracelet jig.
Oh, I love
artistic wire 3D bracelet jig. Yeah, it was invented by Wyatt White, and that man is a genius, I tell you.
He rocks. He rocks.
He really does. Because this is a great idea, and you can use it to make so many different kinds of bracelets. Today I'm going to show you a really simple one, but just remember, you can take this all the way.
Got it.
Yeah. So what it is the bracelet jig. So if you've ever worked with a jig before, you know it's a piece that usually has holes in it that are perfectly spaced apart. This one is in the round. So what that gives you is the chance to work in the round, making bangles, making bracelets, or you could also make curved components because you're working right on the surface.
Right.
Yeah, so it comes with complete instructions, and it also has 20 pegs and then these 20 back pieces. So these fit over the back to hold it in place.
Ah.
Right, so what you'll do is set up your pattern, and just like any type of jig, it takes a little bit of experimenting to figure out what you want your pattern to be. You know, but you can use this whole surface to create the design. We're just going to use 2 pegs so that we can make an adjustable bracelet like this one.
Look at those, are so popular right now.
Right, and this is really simple to make, and there's just one little trick that's a little bit different because we're putting beads on the center here. So I'll show you how to do that. So I'm going to leave a little bit of extra space. When you make an adjustable bracelet like this one, with the charms, I usually just leave a couple of spaces in between.
Okay.
But for the beads, we'll leave a few. So let's do like 4. And then, so leave 4 here, and then we'll bring 1 over. So that's so that our loops are offset.
Aha.
All right, so we're going to put this in place. And then I'm going to use 16 gauge wire. And you can just coil this around the peg, but I also find that if you put it in the hole and bend it down, then it gives you a lot of leverage for bending, right?
Sure, yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's good.
And then you can turn it all the way around. All right, now you're going to bring it all the way around your jig. You can see I've got my wires between the 2 pegs. Now that is so that I can add my beads here to the center.
Oh.
So I'm just going to clip off here since I know that this is a little bit extra. That's good. So at this point now I'll add a few beads, and these are large hole stone beads from Dakota Stone, and I like this tiger eye color, but you could use your birthstone. You could mix colors, team colors, birthstone colors, kids colors. Yeah.
As long as the holes are large enough to fit on your wire, you're good to go, right?
That's right, yeah. And you'll know that by the leather that they're on. I think these come on a larger size of cord.
Nice.
All right, so 16 gauge wire, and I'm just, instead of coiling this around, I'm going to turn the jig.
Oh.
Right, so that way you don't have to manhandle the wire around the post. You can turn the jig.
Good tip.
Thank you, Wyatt.
Yeah, thanks, Wyatt.
Right. So now what we'll do is we can remove our pegs and trim this up.
Wow.
I'll show you how to attach it. So I'm just going to take off the back piece here, pull the pegs out, and then if you want to shape your bracelet down, if you need to make it smaller.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people asking about that.
If you want to shape it down, let's pull this out, then you can wrap it around something that you have handy. You could use a bottle, like a paint bottle,
Sure.
anything small, cylindrical will work. I have this tiny lint roller here. So let me trim this and then I'll show you what I mean. Now you want to leave a little bit of space. Normally I would trim this loop really flush against here. So it's a little bit different than normal because we want it to be a little bit more space. So we don't want it to be all the way closed. And also I'm using the back. Always, I know this this is a no-brainer, but always use the flush side of your cutter toward what's going to be left behind, because that way that side will be flat, nice and flat, and not have a little point on it.
Nice.
All right, so now you can, I'm just holding the beads in place here, and then I'm just going to coil this down a little bit. And just to bring this a little bit smaller. It's not going to be perfect at this point, don't worry. Just then start unwinding it. And you can even use like your bracelet bending pliers.
Right.
You can use your
Make
nylon
it
jaw
smoother.
pliers to smooth it out. You can straighten it beforehand with your wire straightener tool. Now you're going to take your pliers and make a 90-degree angle. And I turn it in. It doesn't really matter which way. I'm just going to turn it there and then pop it over the edge of my wire. Then you're going to stand this loop up a little bit. So just kick it like that, come back with your round nose pliers if you have to, close it the rest of the way. Okay, now same thing on the other side, and I'm sort of massaging the wire as I go to work harden it a little bit with my hands. And then I'm going to take my pliers, again, turn it in, hook it over the edge, and then this part is just standing it up. And bring my round nose pliers if I need to and close it up the rest of the way. And now, as I pull it out, I'm going to have my adjustable bangle.
Wow.
All right, now we can work hard in this on a mandrel, or we can just kind of work and wear.
Yeah,
you know,
just
like
leave
as
it,
you're wearing
right?
it, because this thick gauge of wire, once you work it for a while, it's enamel coated copper, so it is a soft wire, but it's going to harden the more that you wear it.
Wow.
So you kind of want to get it to the shape and size that you want, and then you are good to go. So you could give this a little tap here on the outer edges, and it will keep its shape. And you can see these are holding up really well. I've been wearing these.
And you can also, I love this, that you can make it smaller. Like you
yeah,
can make
so
it any size you want.
You can make it bigger. The distance between the pegs is what's going to determine how much you can adjust it. So, you know, if you're making this for somebody else, you can kind of know what size wrist they have.
Right.
Work from 7 or 8. But it doesn't have to, don't worry about when you get this jig, this doesn't fit over your hand.
People have thought that many times.
It doesn't. And what you'll do is adjust your design. So for, like, these are amazing. Sherry made these here at Artbeads.
Gorgeous.
And same idea is, you know, it doesn't have to, it's not going to fit back on here perfectly. She can adjust it by squeezing these loops together or apart to make it bigger or smaller. And then she wire wrapped beads in between, which I just love. I think that is so pretty.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
For a little bit more elaborate type of design, but gorgeous.
Yeah, so there are a lot of different things you can do, from simple to more elaborate, like you said. So, and you know, just a world of possibility, and working in the round is so different and fun.
I love it, and I love what you did with the charm bracelet. Oh my goodness. Again, same adjustable, but then you can add as many charms as you want and make them meaningful for your own expression.
Yeah, pick your favorites. These are from Tiara Cass, and then I added the stone from Dakota Stone. I just like blue, of course. Reminds me of the ocean, and here we are by the sea. So.
Oh, we love it. Yeah, and they come in beautiful colors. Look at all these other ones I love too. That bracelet was so quick and easy.
Right, and you can also do it with other types of wire, so have fun playing around with that.
Thanks, Katie.
You're welcome.
That was great. Oh my goodness. We love having you, of course, as always.
Well, thanks to Beadalon. This is great.
This is fun. So thanks for joining us, and be sure to sign up for our newsletter and our YouTube channel. Don't miss a single episode. And as always, happy beading.
Cheers.